I was interested to learn that some will hear the words in the Lord's Prayer, "Hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come, thy will be done," as petitions that are detached from the phrase "on earth as it is in heaven." But according to the theologian and philosopher Thomas Aquinas, these words are not self-contained. Therefore, they should be understood as, "Hallowed be thy name on earth as it is in heaven. Thy kingdom come on earth as it is in heaven. Thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven." You see, this expresses better the idea that God's will should be carried out all the time by the actions of his people, which is why when we pray on earth as it is in heaven, we are praying for God to bring his will into the here and now. As well, we are recognizing that the phrase takes into account God's strategic objectives. Because of that, when we pray on earth as it is in heaven, we are praying that God will mean everything to everyone. We are praying that heaven and earth will become one. We are praying for the redemption of the world. But just as important, we are asking that the will of God happens first in our own lives and then through our lives, because as St. Paul recognized, we are ambassadors for Christ, since God is making his appeal through us. We pray on earth as it is in heaven to affirm that we want to act to bring God's justice to this world, because we want it to be more like heaven. We are affirming that we want to improve the lives of the many who do not enjoy basic human conditions, that we want to increase the life chances of those who are living on the margins of society, the people who are living in oppression and are experiencing the effects of unjust structures. When we pray on earth as it is in heaven, we are praying for an end to the misery that diseases such as COVID-19 has brought to our lives. But we do this in the knowledge that our prayer is not a miracle cure for the ills of the world. Because praying on earth as it is in heaven does not mean that life won't come with pain and suffering. It doesn't mean that we are praying for lives in this world to be perfect. Far from it. What we're doing is simply praying for the fulfillment of God's mandate. And a theologian suggests that as Christians, we can only pray this prayer for the church if we are prepared to mean, make us kingdom bearers, make us a community of healed healers, make us a retuned orchestra to play the kingdom music until the world takes up the song. Make us, in turn, servants of the Lord, the few with the message for the many. So this week, I hope you will join me in reflecting on in what ways has my prayer life equipped me to understand the call to enable heaven on earth? Where do I see the need for my own spiritual growth? How do I ensure that my prayers focus on God's strategic plans without neglecting my daily concerns?
Our Father, who art in heaven,
hallowed be thy name.
Thy kingdom come, thy will be done
on earth as it is in heaven.
Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us
our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us.
Lead us not into temptation, but
deliver us from evil.
For thine is the kingdom, the power and the glory, forever and ever. Amen.